Hello students. Now today I can say this is the last lecture for chapter number 2, linear correlation. Typical sum which can be asked in examination when question paper will be hard. Otherwise if normal paper is there then no question will be asked of this type. But always we are doing 100%, and that's why today we will do two sums. But yes, this completion is only from my side. From your side, you have to do extra sums and you have to complete your whole chapter from your textbook. After this lecture, all these sums, all exercises, all illustration with MCQ, VSQ, whole theory, that is your homework. Whatever remaining, that is your homework. So complete whole chapter and find difficulties. Ask me. All of you know Kamal sir. If you are not asking, then Kamal sir will not give you anything extra. That's why now it is your duty after this lecture solve all the sums and ask me genuine difficulties. Now we are starting with the sum. What is given in this sum? Try to understand. Always, whenever typical questions are asked in the examination, at that time, question is typical. So try to understand the question. See, here this question is written in short. In your textbook, it is given in detail. But main things are written here. Illustration number 28, in which relation between two time spent on social media X and marks obtained by student Y. Relation between two is given. Generally, if you are spending time on social media, you will get less mark because you are not concentrating on study, and that's why here relation between two they need to find. Now, so X is time spent on social media, Y is marks obtained by student, by 10 students. It means most IFP things, Sarji. Most IFP. 10 students. So N is equal to 10. That we can understand. Simple. Now, sigma xy 3500, sigma x 133, sigma y 220, sigma x square 2344, sigma y square 6500. These are the values given to you. Sir, if we are not reading ahead, then we can see we know all the values. Just put it, find the value. And think sigma xy, sigma x, sigma y, sigma x square, one formula is there. N sigma xy minus sigma x, sigma y. Divide by root n sigma x square minus sigma x whole square. This formula you can use. We need to find R. So R is equal to N sigma xy, sigma x, sigma y under root n sigma x square minus sigma x whole square, second under root n sigma y square sigma y whole square. So this is the formula. If you are not reading ahead, then from this we can directly find this value of R, and very easily. So why sir you have taken this sum? Read ahead. Later on, it means after some time, later on, after calculation of all these things, it was found that what found? One pair was taken as 13 and 20. Now in bracket 13 and 20 given, it means first value is x and second value is y. This is taken instead of 15 and 25. It means first of all, by reading this, we have to understood which is the right and which is the wrong. We have taken as 1320 instead of 1525. It means, sir, this is taken, that is the wrong pair, and this is not taken, actually that we need to take. So it's a correct pair. So sir, wrong pair, correct pair. Wrong pair and correct pair. It means this sigma xy, sigma x, sigma y, sigma x square, sigma y square is the wrong pair, wrong calculations, because in that this 13 and 20 is taken and actually it was 15 and 25. So first of all, what is our step? Sir, first of all, we need to find correct sigma xy, correct sigma x, correct sigma y, all the things we need to find correct, then we are using here. And how we can use that, all of you know very well. For that I don't need to explain that thing. I am explaining only correct, how we can find correct values of this, and that explanation I am giving here, because that values we will use here. So I am giving you one trick. Try to understand how we are doing the sums. Sir, we are making the columns. So here also make the columns. Which columns we need? Sir, first of all, x and y is fixed. These two columns are always fixed. Now sigma xy is there. So third column xy. Sir, sigma x, sigma y. So sigma x, sigma y on the basis of xy we can find. X square, y square. So sir, make two columns more. X square, y square. These columns and total of this column is given. All of we given total of these columns. So we can say sigma x total given, y total given, sir, total of these columns is already given to us. Which are the answers? Sir, we are writing first. Sigma x 133, which is wrong. Try to understood. Which is wrong. Sigma y, sir, 220. Sigma xy, 3500. Sigma x square, 2344. Sigma y square, 6500. These values are given and this all the values are wrong. Sir, why all values are wrong? Because in this wrong pair is taken. So here I am writing the wrong pair. Which is the wrong pair? 13 and 20. So 13 and 20 is my wrong pair. And this is taken here. That's why this all the values are wrong. Now sir, which is the correct pair? Sir, this is correct pair. 15 and 25. So write here 15 and 25. So 15 and 25. Now, sir, we want to correct this also. We are taking it later. First of all, what we are doing, try to understand. We are finding these things. X, Y, sir, multiplication of X and Y. 13 to 0. 26. Sir, X square. We need X square. So 13 square, 169. 20 square, 400. Sir, multiplication of these two, 15 into 25. So, sir, we need to find 15 into 25. So, 15 into 25 is 375. Into 25 is 375. Then after x square, so square of 15, 225. And square of y, so 25 square, 625. So 225, 625 and 375. These are the values. Now we are finding correct value of sigma x, sigma y, sigma xy, sigma x square, sigma y square. So how we can find? Only just deduct wrong thing and add correct thing. So we are deducting 13 from 133 and adding 15 in 133. So 133 plus 15 minus 13. Why we are deducting wrong? So wrong means deduct. Add correct thing. Simple one. So 133 minus 13 plus 15. You will get a correct answer of sigma x, and that is 135. This is the correct value. Same way, sir, here also 220 minus 20 plus 25. So 225 will be the answer. The next 3500 minus 260 plus 375. 3615 will be the answer. This is the correct value of sigma x, sigma y, sigma xy. Sir, next 2344 minus 169 plus 220, 225. Answer is 2400. And last one, 6500 minus 400 plus 625. And you will get 6725. In short, deduct blue and add black. You will get correct values of sigma x, sigma y, sigma x square, sigma y square, sigma xy. So now we have all the values. Only put it in the formula, replace it in the formula and find value of r. That is very easy to all of you. Actually, I don't interested to solve this. I am really not interested to solve this after this calculation, but only replacing the values. Now, just replacing value n. Sir, we know values of n is 10, so write down 10. Sigma xy, sir, we know sigma xy is 3615 now. 3615 minus sigma x, sigma y. So sigma x 135 and sigma y 225. Divide by, sir, root again n is equal to 10. Sigma x square, sir, sigma x square correct value 2400. So we need to write here 2400. minus sigma x whole square. So sigma x 135 whole square. Second under root, again n sigma y square. Sir, sigma y square is 6725 minus sigma y whole square 225 whole square. Now you can do this sum yourself. That is up to you. Yes, I can give you the answer actually. After this whole calculation, you will get answer 0.59, 0.5894, 0.5894, and then after 0.59 approximately the answer. Now that calculation you can do yourself. That I am not showing to you. Now we are doing next question. This calculation is most important one. Whatever we have done. Now, next question and last question from my side. Only because you will solve the sum and asking the difficulty. Information of 10 children. So again 10 children. So n is equal to 10. Taken. Now this is the information given. Simple, sir. What is in this sum? Simplest one sum. Sir, sigma x minus x bar square, sigma y minus y bar square, sigma x minus sigma y minus y bar here. Solve it. That is your biggest mistake. If you are selecting that formula, sigma x minus x bar y minus y bar divided by root sigma x minus x bar square, second under root sigma y minus y bar square. First formula you cannot use here. That is your biggest mistake. Sir, why? Here x minus 10 is given. Is it x bar or not? Just check it. Same way, sir, here y minus 15 is given. Is it y bar? If any one of these two is x bar, suppose x bar is given, but y bar is not there, or y bar is given, x bar is not there, any one is not given, then we cannot use sigma x minus x bar y minus y bar formula. We cannot find by that first formula, because whenever x bar and y bar or any one of them is not given, then it is called assumed mean, and assumed mean means sir third formula uv. So first of all decide, is it x bar y bar? If both are x bar y bar, then okay, then you can use that formula. Now see and try to understand. So first of all, what we need, sir, what is the value of x bar and y bar? Find it. For that, sigma x, sigma y, both the values are given. Simple. So for that, these two values are given. So first of all, we are finding values of x bar and y bar. Here, x bar is equal to y bar is equal to sigma x divided by n, sigma y divided by n. So sigma x, yes, sigma x is equal to 140. So write down 140. N is equal to, sir, n is equal to 10. So divide by 10. Answer is 40. So x bar is equal to 14. Now see, here x minus 10 is given. Is it 14? So it is not x bar. Now here it is recited. This is the assuming. Then hold the situation for uv. Why uv? Any one is assuming, whole situation consider as u and v. So by taking this only, we can say, sir, this is x minus assume mean, and this y minus assume mean a and b, and whenever a b is there, then this is u and this is v. So we can say here, sir, this is sigma u square, and this 215 sigma v square, and this sigma uv. These are the values we need to consider. So 180 is sigma u square, 215 is sigma v square, and sigma uv is 60. Because one value is not given, it means that is fixed. It's u and v. Assume mean is there. Now check second also, even you can check second also. See here, sir, sigma y 150 and 10, answer 15. Yes sir, here 15 is there, y bar is there, but in first assume and second also consider as assume and take uv formula. So now sum becomes easy, very easy sum. What is the wrong in this situation? Very easy sum. No. First I am writing formula. Say R is equal to n sigma uv, sigma u, sigma v, root n sigma u square, sigma u whole square, second root n sigma v square minus sigma v whole square. So this is the formula. Now in this formula, put the values. What is the value of n? So we know n is equal to 10. Write down 10. So sigma uv, we know sigma uv is equal to 60. So write down 60 also. So sigma u, sigma v. Not given. What you can write? Nothing. Division. Divide by root n, 10, sigma u square. Sir, sigma u square, sigma u square, sigma u square. Yes, 180. Sir, sigma u whole square. But sigma u here not available, then how here available? You don't. N sigma v square, and then sigma v square 214 minus sigma v whole square. Sir, we don't know sigma v. How we can find whole square? So this is the twist in this question. That's why this is taken here. If we find sigma u and sigma v, then that values we can replace here also. We can put here also. And that is very important thing in this question. Now sir, tell us how we can find sigma u and sigma v. Now remember my one thing and try to understand. Whenever x bar and y bar is given and you need to find sigma u and sigma v, then call special guest. So special guest, yes, special guest. From 11th standard they are coming, and special guests are means special formulas. Whenever I am using word special guest, then you have to remember one extra formula for x bar and y bar. Sir, which are that formula? Now we are seeing that formula. Try to understand please. And this is the last topic which I need to explain you in this chapter. Now, sir, formula of x bar we know, sigma x upon n. No. Next formula. X bar is equal to A plus sigma u upon n. Y bar is equal to B plus sigma v upon n. On the basis of x, we can find sigma u. On the basis of y, we can find sigma v. So x bar and y bar is very useful to us. And remember 11th standard, in that whenever we are assuming these things and finding r, at that time we are finding x bar and y bar by a shortcut method. That shortcut method's formula is this. And on that basis, we can find sigma u and sigma v here. Now, solving, see here. Sir, x bar, we know x bar is equal to 14. So, write down 14. So, what is the value of a? Here, a is given. A is assuming from x bar, assume, return. Assume is 10 here. So, 10 plus as it is sigma u, sir, that we need to find. And n is equal to 10. So, first of all, change the side of 10. 14 minus 10. Sir, answer 4. Sigma u divided by 10. Now, this 10 is multiplied with 4. 10 4s are 40. Sigma u 40. Sir, now I have a value of sigma u. So, I can write here 40. Here also 40. Sigma u whole square. Now from y bar, I can find value of sigma v. So what is the value of sigma v? See here. Sir, y bar is equal to 15. B, assume value b 15. Sigma v, we need to find and 10. Now 15 minus 15, 0. Multiply 10 with 0, answer 0. So sigma v is equal to 0. So sigma u, sigma v. So here 0, here 0 square. Now you can solve this sum yourself. I am not giving this calculation to all of you. Yes, I can give you the answer. If you are solving this answer, then you will get 0.9150, and approximately we can say 0.90. This should be your answer. Otherwise, remaining values are same. So by this last sum, I am completing this chapter from my side. Now solve all the sums from your textbook, full theory, and then after ask me difficulty. Next time we'll see in new chapter, and that is 100% depend on this. Bye bye.